Hi, good evening. I think it's January the 22nd, Thursday, day before this big snowpocalypse. So, if you haven't been watching the news, we're supposed to be getting some really rough weather, lots of snow, possibly ice. Just stock up on food, get a generator, candles, flashlights, things of that nature. And be prepared. Salt, bags, gas, fill up the tanks, things of that nature. Just, in the event that things get bad out there. So thank you for being here. My name is Keisha. I'm the 33rd Energy, and just want to do a bit of reading with you this evening. Mother, Father, Sun, Moon, Ancestors, Spirits, Guides. Show me the cards I need to see and help me to deliver the message that needs to be heard. This is a collective message. Okay. All right. We've got these cards here. Okay, so we have ugly. There's a blank card. Boredom. Letting go. Wise. Violate. And under the deck, hide. Okay, so I'm going to pair these cards with which ones, y'all? Maybe what lies beneath? Okay, let's see about these. All right, let's see what these cards have to say. I have to talk low because my throat hurts. The super flu is going around. Good Lord, I don't know what it's all about. Alright, sometimes my shuffling can be epically long, so definitely about to just start pulling cards because that's ridiculous. Okay, and we're gonna compare those what lies beneath cards. Okay, so the first set of cards that we used were love, okay? And then we paired that with what lies beneath, which is an oracle deck. And then we're gonna go in with the Kipper now, okay? And we'll finish it out with tarot, okay? I just went on there, so I guess I better keep it there. Okay, let's figure this out. Thank you all for your patience. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna go in with the tarot. Okay, now we have our tarot cards. What's the message here, Spirit? I'm gonna get it all laid out and I'm gonna read it to you. All right. Wow. Okay. A lot of men and women and players in this situation. So we start off with the Six of Swords, the privileged lady, divorce, breaking contract, and ugly. So it's an ugly divorce. Happened for sure. Somebody is either experiencing an ugly divorce or has experienced an ugly divorce or is about to experience an ugly divorce, okay? Likely it's with a privileged lady or either she experienced it or somebody divorced from her and it was ugly. But divorce, ugly divorce, privileged lady, and then we have Six of Swords, which obviously means, leaving a situation, a difficult situation for, peace, okay? So someone left a marriage and the divorce was ugly and they did it for peace, okay? I don't know if it's the woman that left or the man, but somebody turned away, okay? Because they didn't want no more of it, okay? Wasn't working for them. Okay, this was a blank card. And this card says destroyed, shattered, completely ruined. I think this relates to that divorce or that marriage Either the marriage destroyed somebody, shattered somebody, completely ruined them, or that divorce destroyed them. Okay? And as a result, they experienced bad health. Okay? But alternatively, someone else, Nine of Cups, received abundance, material, attainment, and success. Okay? So, what do we have so far? Some folks divorced. It was a really ugly divorce. There was a privileged lady involved. And looks like someone left. Looks like the privileged lady left. Six of Swords, to escape the difficulty of that marriage and move on. And the result of that marriage or that divorce left the man destroyed, shattered, broken, and completely ruined. Sounds like financially. It ruined him financially. Okay, he probably didn't get the house. You see that window there is broken. He's in bad health as a result of whatever took place. And the woman, she's experiencing her glow up, okay? She's got material success, attainment, and abundance, okay? That's that. Okay, now we get some characters here. We have King of Swords, which it could be an air sign, or it could just be speaking about someone that is on point, thoughtful, you know, someone who is analytical and always has a lot of ideas, okay? We have community, boredom, and I hate nothing about you. So, I think this guy here is bored because he no longer has that family. He lost everything, and what he's realizing is that he don't hate anything about that privileged woman. So, it sounds like if she divorced him, what did he do to get himself in that situation? Because he has a lot of time on his hands now, apparently, because he's bored. And all he can do with that time is think about how he messed up, because he don't hate anything about her. Okay? Yeah, King of Swords. That's what he's doing. He's just sitting and thinking. He has all the time on his hands, all the time in the world to think about how he don't hate nothing about her. So why did he do that to himself? And I think he's also thinking about the community, and I think the community is thinking about things as well, because obviously this was, in some degree, this divorce was done on a public scale. So those folks are being watched, their behavior. Okay, so now we have the Queen of Coins. Could be talking about an earth sign, feminine, or just a girl that is good with her money. She, chases the bag and she gets the bag. Well, there's a message of concern incoming about a private relationship. And then we have it letting go. I think that this basically speaks to why that divorce was ugly and why that woman chose to Six of Swords to leave. Because she got a message about a private relationship, okay, that the man was having, so she chose to let go. She left him. Good for her, as she should, okay, because Queen of Coins, she knows her worth. And now we have 10 of Coins. We have Journey, Toxic, Wise. So 10 of Coins is like prosperity, riches, security, okay? It's the family, it's the dog, it's the house, it's all of the rewards and spoils, okay? So we have a happy family there, or someone with a lot of money who took a trip. It's Toxic, and we have Wise. I have to use tarot again to clarify that. Wise. 5 of Swords. Conquest, defeat, destruction. That goes with toxic, actually. So someone was super toxic. Okay, so they were toxic under the deck, 3 of Cups, about this union, and it split on lovers between these two people. So I think that the woman, the privileged lady got the money when she left in that divorce. She probably got the house and everything. But when she found out about that third-party situation, she became incredibly toxic. She became an adversary. She became dishonorable. She degraded and destroyed and defeated that man because of him cheating on her. I understand. I'm not here to judge folks and how they respond to disrespect. I'm here to tell you that I understand. Okay? Healing is a journey. It is not a destination. And with Wise, what will pop up other than High Priestess? So, the woman is wise, okay? She's a High Priestess. She's very knowledgeable and very spiritual woman. And, you know, I'm sure that after knowing what he did, it did cause her to act outside of herself. And that's probably why she left, because when people cause you to start acting outside of yourself, you have to get from around them. You know, they're changing up your energy. You got to release them. I don't know why, but I was still shuffling. Wasn't intending to, but then we have Magician. So she created a path to leave, and that is what she did. Underneath the deck is the moon. Okay, so she was emotional, maybe even got crazy at times, but he was driving her crazy. You know, a man is ultimately, I don't want to say responsible, but I want to say he definitely impacts the frequency of the vibration that a woman is on with his sheer presence and behavior. Ultimately, everything, though, is, you know, an individual's responsibility and or fault. So we can only blame people up to a certain point before we have to, you know, when you point, those fingers go back. You have to, before you look at yourself, right? Okay, so next we have violate, keeping a promise, family room, and then we have King of Wands. So we have a really handsome, nice-looking guy who broke a promise. He violated a promise that he kept with this woman, with his family. Okay, family room. I think that's what that is saying. Okay, he violated her. He broke that promise, and yeah. He broke the promise, broke the contract, and couldn't, you know, keep his penis in his pants, couldn't be loyal, okay? And she left him. And he got exactly what he was looking for, apparently. Okay, so under the deck we have hide. Under the deck here we have anger management, okay? And then we also have moon, ironically, which corresponds with hide, okay? And then we also have, under the Kipper deck, unexpected income. So I think that basically what this is saying is that someone hid the fact that their anger was out of control, and they also hid money, and the moon just clarifies that, because the moon is things that are done in the dark, okay? So if this is your story, let's get some cards that will speak to, you know, how you should move forward out of this situation. Okay, I think that would be helpful. So let's see first. We're gonna get this. I'm gonna get some wisdom for you. This is a really nice deck, Spiritual Awakening, okay? Let's see what that says for you. Let's get 3. The law of giving and receiving, the law of intention, and the law of growth. Okay? And then we'll get a few chakra cards on top of that. Creation. Okay. Perception. Really good cards coming out. Miracle. Okay. So basically, first we have creation. We have the law of giving and receiving. This card says, give away a material belonging you love to someone, okay? So, and this says creation. So I would say there's something that you make, okay? Likely handmade, could be computer generated, I don't know. But something that you make and that you love, you should give it to someone, okay? Give a material belonging you love to someone, okay? This is going to help you with your healing, okay? To bring joy to someone else by using the things that bring joy to you, okay? So basically, it's a form of alchemy, okay? You're just going to be transmuting your joy and sharing it. And I think that that's important, because it's just going to, you know, you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot by a piece of shit person. And I think that you have more than enough negativity to dwell on. So I think the whole idea behind creation and the art of giving and receiving is just to help you focus on gratitude and the things that you should be happy for. It said on at least 2 occasions in that spread that you walked away from the divorce with abundance. So while you endured a lot or went through some cockamamie malarkey, you still, you know, look, I hate to say it, you know, but look on the bright side. You still have something to, you know, have gratitude for and about, okay? So there's that. Next, we have perception and the law of intention. Goes hand in hand with the last one, give up complaining, okay? Because This is a 1 year. It's about the individual, about you, about self. And in order for you to grow and evolve and be strong, you have to practice gratitude. So give up complaining, because perception is everything. And so this card, perception, puts me in the mind frame of the Hanged Man card. It's just about how you look at it. So if you have a problem and you cannot figure out the problem, change how you're looking at the problem. And 9 times out of 10, once you change how you're looking at the problem, change your perception, then you'll change the problem. You'll find the remedy. You'll find the solution for that problem. So be intentional with your words, be intentional with your actions, and stop complaining. Be grateful, because you're ever blooming, ever evolving, and the universe is conspiring towards your greatest good. Excuse me. Okay, miracle, and here, the law of growth. It's a very powerful card. Be steadfast in your faith and stay the course. You have this beautiful bird here and this incredible lion. Could be talking to a Leo. This miracle card, it puts me in, there's a woman in there. I don't know if you see her, but it puts me in the mind frame of a virgin. So I could be talking to a Leo, could be talking to a Virgo. Okay, could be definitely talking to a water sign. Those are some of the zodiac signs that just come to me off the top. Also, there was an air sign male, and I think also, again, a water sign and a fire sign, okay? So basically, this is just saying that, you're growing, continue to grow, and you're going to continue to grow if you're steadfast in what you believe, okay? And you stay the course on whatever it is that you believe. Be 10 toes down in it, and that's where the miracle lies. That's where the miracle is going to come, okay? So that's the first read. Thank you for being here with me. Sorry that I can't extend my vocal range more for you this evening, but I don't know. I got a little tickle in my throat, y'all. Like my Lil Wayne shirt. Picked it up in New Orleans when I was there the other month. And I just love New Orleans and the food and everything. Okay, so thank y'all for being here. And I'll see y'all next time. I think I might do another one tonight, so stay tuned. Thank you.